escaping.
Get ready for combat. Get ready for combat.
No escaping.
Dallas on the format. Get ready for combat. Get ready for combat.
You're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, thecombatjackshow.com. Once again, internets, please visit our iTunes page. Please subscribe. Please comment. Yo, we need that. We need that. We need that. This is a new year, and we are going to win. I am focused. What's up, Dallas?
Combat, what's good?
Man, this, you know.
What's Gucci? My Fiorucci.
I'm still getting, was drugs my... I don't say that word anymore.
No, you don't play that?
I don't play that word anymore, man. But what's, what's drugs, man?
What's drugs, my colored individual?
Hey,
you know?
man.
Play the game how you got to play it, Combat.
Yo, man, it's a new year, B.
Yeah, it's a new year.
It's a new year.
I mean, we told that to the people already, but we're going to tell it to y'all again. All right? It's still a new year.
I still feel kind of, you know, I got to get loose again, man.
Yeah.
I got to get loose. What's up, Just? Man.
Still recovering.
Still recovering from that birthday party, man?
Yes. I mean,
it was crazy.
Just how many birthday parties you going to have this year?
No, that was it. We did 3.
You did 3?
You did 3 already?
Sunday night, me and Tony Touch at Funk Box. I did a short house set there. Then Monday night, we had the big jam at Bowery Electric. And then last night, we finished it off at Sutra.
Damn. You all right, man?
I'm good, but I'm just...
You getting your electrolytes?
Yeah, I'm like I said, I'm
Gatorades?
all of that. Vitamin waters, just trying to recover, man.
Pop the Molly, man?
No, I was not. I was sweating though. No, but yo, thank you to everybody that came out. I was not expecting that kind of a turnout. And that
Yeah, you
kind of
was.
vibe.
Yeah,
No,
you-
I really wasn't.
It was a turnout.
I was, to be honest, I was nervous about doing it downstairs.
Really?
Because it's a much bigger space than upstairs where we usually do the party. And they were like, yo, trust me, it's going to be good. Just have it downstairs. And I'm like, and
Yo,
then,
cats were hitting me on Twitter like, yo, Combat hooked me up with a +1. I'm like, I don't know you. No shots though.
No, you know when you know it's live. Like me and Matt were like standing by the door, and like you get pushed into the middle without even moving. And some girl came in, and I figured she thought we were at the door. Maybe she thought we were bouncers or whatever. Hoodie on. I couldn't even see her face. She's like, "Where is Just Blaze?" And then somebody like just pointed to the front of the stage. Man, this girl made it to the stage. I didn't know how the hell she got in there. I don't know who she was, but when you got people coming like that, like I felt like she came from space to see this kid.
Yeah, I missed all the good stuff. I got there too early.
You got there too early?
I came there with the internet celebrities.
Yeah.
And who actually ended up knowing one of the engineers from Stadium Red.
Oh, yeah?
And I got in a discussion with someone else, and just an eclectic mix of general weirdos.
Yeah.
I mean, my scene.
The early set.
My scene. No, I mean, the overall night. You got to be telling me that it didn't get weirder as it got later.
You know, I had a little incident which goes back from remember the last time we had Drez and Jerobi on the show?
Yes.
Well, I think I mentioned to you a couple of months ago they had been calling me, Jerobi particularly was calling me about, you know, perhaps starting their own podcast within the network. And, you know, it was kind of crazy, got kind of hectic, so I don't think I was really firm with him. I kind of left him up in the air. I didn't really finalize that. I didn't say yay or nay. I just kept that going. So we left Brooklyn, picked up my wife, and then, you know, I had some, like, flu-like symptoms. So my stomach was kind of bubbling. You know what I'm saying? So we're in the car, and this fart started rising.
Oh, no.
And I was like, honey, I got a fart. And she's like, you're not farting in the car. It's like, honey, she's like, don't fucking fart in the car.
Really?
So I was like, all right. So I held it for like 5-10 minutes, got to the joint.
That's taking years off your life.
I was like, when I get out the car.
That's taking years off your life.
When I get out the car, I'm going to have a magnificent fart.
Yeah.
Got out the car, the shit wouldn't come out.
Oh.
It wouldn't come out. It was just like, it's like ball in my gut. So we get in the club.
Because it was offended.
I don't know what it was.
It was offended that you didn't let it come out when it wanted to.
I don't know what it was, but we get in the club. I'm giving everybody daps. I see Just. I see Pete. I see Matt. I see Chris. I see A King. And so I'm in A King's ear. I'm like, yo.
Did you rip then? That was the time to rip.
I'm like, am I not in your ear? I'm like, yo, I got to fart, A King, but it can't come out. I got to fart, A King. It can't come out. So finally I'm walking by and I see Jerobi. I'm like, hey, man, what's up? And he gives me this gas face like, you know, like you didn't call me. I'm not fucking with you. I'm like, oh, man. And right when I gave him a pound, I was like, oh, this is the perfect time. right by Jerobe. No shots to Jerobe, but I kept it moving. But anyway,
Yeah.
man,
Can I ask? I heard that there was a dude in a wheelchair wilding out.
there was a dude in a wheelchair wilding out. He was throwing up signs, and there was somebody pushing him, throwing up signs.
Wait a minute, the dude in the wheelchair made it inside the space?
It was
How
a
did
big.
he get downstairs?
Right.
That was your party. I don't know how he got downstairs, but he
Wow.
was all in everybody's way and bumping up on motherfuckers' ankles and the whole nine and throwing up signs. So finally, we was, and I had on red. I had on
He was a
hoodie.
Crip. He wasn't a Blood. He was a Crip.
Was he? It was.
He was a Crip. Yeah.
You would talk to him.
I mean, I don't talk that language.
I love the fact that dude was a blood.
He was a Crip.
He was a Crip. Well,
a
of
Crip.
course he was a Crip. He's in a wheelchair. But I'm saying he was a blood who was a Crip.
Dude was wilding, B. And
Wow.
He was wilding, and at a certain point, like I remember a couple of months ago seeing some dude in a wheelchair getting snuffed on World Star.
Wow.
And I was like, this might be the night because he was extra. He was extra.
People kept hitting me like, "Yo, did you see the dude in the wheelchair?" And
He
I'm
was
like, I have
wilding.
no idea who
He
y'all
was
talking
wilding.
about.
But that's a Just Blaze party.
That's a
What
Just
I'm
Blaze
saying
party.
is that it's just mad eclectic.
Yes.
Industry types, Fucky Bergs, everybody
Yes.
Yeah,
together.
it was a good mix. It was
Yeah.
a good mix of people.
Yeah, fun
Shout
time.
out to everybody that came out once again. I mean, Freeway came all the way from Philly. Rasheed Wallace ended up.
Yeah,
popping.
right.
What?
I seen
Yeah,
that
but
shit.
She Wallace was there.
Yeah. He
What
came
the
through.
Real casual.
Obviously, the whole Combat Jack.
I saw
crew,
Static
How do you end up there?
Static
Selector.
Selector, Styles P.
Styles P was there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't see Styles.
Styles was there. Kid Capri came by.
Kid
Saw
Capri.
Kid Capri. Yo,
Coroner.
Cool Herc.
Cool Herc.
And then Cool
Cool
Herc pops
Herc.
up. Cool Herc pops up.
And I've seen Cool Herc many times, but that night was like the first time in a long time that I got kind of starstruck.
Right.
Cause he looked like he was back in shape.
Yeah,
and he was
yeah, yeah,
big,
yeah.
and he's
Covering,
walking through.
yeah.
And I'm like, hun, that's Cool Herc. She's like, I don't care. I was like, no, that's
You
Cool
don't understand. That's
Herc.
Cool Herc.
That's Cool Herc.
Yeah.
You had Cool Herc at your party, B.
And then, pardon me, and then jumped up, got on the mic, you
Yes.
know, and did his thing. And it was a great moment. And then when my mom jumped on the mic and
I didn't
sang,
see your mom.
Yeah, that was
man.
classic.
Oh, you missed that?
I missed
Dig
that.
it.
I missed
Oh
that.
yeah, she jumped up. She sang "Happy Birthday." Then we did "Sister Sledge, We Were Family." I'm doing the drops. She's ad libbing. It was a great time.
And you had it on mean tux, B.
Oh yes, thank you.
That was a crazy tux.
Yeah, and the Air Mags, man.
Yeah,
Like, yo, he
Six
was
Mags.
stunting with the Back to the Future Marty McFly joints.
I didn't see your feet, man.
Yeah,
I seen the wrist. I seen the wristwatch.
Oh,
though, B.
I brought that back.
I
out.
saw
brought
the
it back out.
wristwatch, but you
Yeah.
taking it back to the bling era,
Yep.
man.
Yeah.
No, just as a stunt, man.
Yeah, but anyway, internets, man. I'm so glad, man. Pardon us for having this little, inter-crew banter, but it's been such a while. It's been like 3 weeks since we joined forces, man. Intro was kind of fast, but I'm so glad to introduce our guest, tonight's guest on the Combat Jack Show, Jon Caramanica, the pop writer, staff writer at the New York Times. Welcome to the Combat Jack Show.
What's up, y'all?
How you feeling, man?
Hold on,
I'm feeling really left out is what I'm
Are
feeling.
you feeling left out, man?
feeling uninvited?
join in, man.
No, feeling uninvited to the party.
Nah, don't feel
Yeah,
uninvited,
Jesus.
man. Next year.
Yeah,
Now, what are you going to
Jesus.
say, Dallas?
But hold on a second. I mean, Jon Caramanica is the editor.
No.
No, he's not.
Pop music critic.
Pop music.
I
critic.
feel like your title is bigger than that. I feel like you cracked the whip on a few people.
His presence.
That's true.
Okay.
That's not untrue.
Okay.
But it's just
okay.
not my job. It's not what's on my card.
Oh, okay. So you just do that. You just do that whip cracking on GP.
That's a loaded verb.
That's a low.
I
that's a tough
mean,
verb.
take it. Or
I'm just saying that's a tough verb.
Dallas, you
take
starting
it.
already, man?
I'm
no,
just
no,
saying, no,
I
let's
mean,
go.
me and John is cool. Me and
Yeah,
John
absolutely.
fucks with each other. We fucks with each other.
Yo, John, man. Happy New Year, man.
I hope so.
Welcome to the Combat
I'm
Jack
happy
Show.
to look. I'm happy to be here.
Now, I feel honored, man, because I reached out to you in an indirect way on Twitter, and then we
I thought that
connected.
was a little sus.
But then, but that's usually how I reach out to most of our guests. And then I found out, afterwards, that you really don't fuck with people that try to reach out to you on Twitter.
Not at all.
Does that piss you off, man?
It's not that it pisses me off. I just feel like people assume it's an open door.
Right.
I always have. It's first of all, just for the record, my email's on my Facebook page. For all the people like I can't find your email, it's on my Facebook page. But I feel like a lot of people assume or they feel entitled to a response,
Right.
and especially, look, we're all in the industry in one way or another. We all get 1,000 emails a day.
Yes.
Just because that's something that's slightly more direct doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take it
Right.
as like,
Right.
oh, I have to hit you back.
Right.
But it's you.
But it worked.
You
man.
good?
Thanks for coming.
Oh,
through,
you
man.
good? Come on.
So how you feeling, man?
I feel really good.
Yeah.
I feel like we have some things to talk about.
Okay.
I
What
feel
do you
like-
want to talk about?
Well,
man?
I'm here to field questions. I'm
Okay.
here to share feelings. I wanna be
Is that
involved.
That's not a pause. You're
Like
being thirsty.
music therapy. This could be the music.
This is the music therapy episode.
Because music is therapy. Music is therapeutic. It's cathartic. It's
Certainly is for me.
meditative. It's it's some shit to make people angry.
So John, man, where are you from, man?
I'm from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn.
Cheer.
What part of Brooklyn?
Sheepshead Bay.
Uh-oh.
Sheepshead Bay.
Yeah.
Randazzo.
One girl told
Yeah.
me one time, I was at a club, and she was a little drunk, and she just stepped.
Oh,
to
that
me.
girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
yeah,
one
her.
girl.
Right.
Which girl?
She steps. To
You know
me,
who he's talking about? Oh,
and she's like, no, but every party has.
I mean, maybe.
You're fucking
Every
with me,
party
John.
I
has
am fucking
that
with
girl.
you, but maybe. Yeah.
But she's like, you gotta come visit me. I live in Sheepshead Bay.
Oh, that girl.
Oh, Russia.
Yeah.
It's the Miami of Brooklyn. I'll take you out of my boat.
Wow.
I've never been to Sheepshead Bay. Is it the Miami of Brooklyn?
Here's the thing. I'm an expert and an authority on many things.
Okay.
I can tell you that is not the Miami of Brooklyn.
Exactly.
It is maybe the like the Key Largo of Brooklyn. It's like, it's maybe like a fourth tier.
Not the Miami, but some part of Broward County.
Yes.
Broward
Yeah.
County,
But
yeah.
near the water.
Okay,
Like you're near
okay.
the water. It's like not on the right side of Florida, it's on the left side of Florida. It's maybe like
Okay.
halfway up.
Got you.
Here's where we
And it's like
certify.
the suburb to the main spot.
Okay.
Here's where we certify John's Sheepshead Bay pedigree. Roy Rogers. Or
Roland Rose. Come on.
Okay,
man.
okay, no,
Come
I'm just saying.
on.
I'm just saying.
I mean,
No,
that's
real talk, John. No. Oh no. Oh, he's out. He's out.
I don't even know what spot y'all talk about. When
Listen,
Roy Rogers
No.
Man, I
Listen.
love Roy Rogers.
You don't bring up the
Yes,
word
yes.
Sheepshead Bay and Roy Rogers and Roy Ross in the same sentence. But
all right,
Randazzos,
all right.
Randazzos.
I thought we were cooler than that.
Oh,
Now let me ask you something. You know Sheepshead.
I mean, you could have been from that part of Sheepshead Bay that don't fuck with Roland Roaster.
That's the next level. So like subculture in Sheepshead Bay. That's post roaster.
El Greco Diner.
Post roaster.
Right.
There's no post roaster. El Greco Diner.
Randazzos.
Randazzos.
Lund-
Pips Comedy Club. Listen.
Hold on, Lundy's.
Listen.
Is Lundy's still?
Lundy's is now like a
And-
Middle Eastern restaurant.
Yeah. Well.
And if you go on Voorhees, where the wall bombs was, there was a special massage parlor.
Oh, that's I moved out before
yo,
that.
premium.
I
How
wasn't-
many pumps?
Yo, Brooklyn's Best, it used to be called.
How many
And the
pumps?
lady, listen to me. I swear to God, it used to be called Brooklyn's Best.
Yeah.
Right? They used to bring in girls from all over. Like I used to go. Like, the girl used to call me, and she was like a therapeutic lady. She's like, "Hey, listen, PD boy, I got someone in from Brazil this week. Her name is Fantasia."
So let me ask you this question now, John. Coming from Sheepshead Bay, when you get introduced to hip hop,
Right.
And how can you express it? Because I mean, I imagine that in your crew, you might be the only one.
I think I did not have a crew of kids who were legit into hip hop until the middle of high school.
Okay. What high school did you go to?
I went to Stuyvesant.
Okay.
I mean, the first two tapes that I bought were the first two Run DMC tapes.
Nice.
Like that's how I was exposed. My mom was always listening to BLS in the car, and like little, hip hop would kind of trickle in. And once I heard it, it was very sort of obvious to me that was going to become my grammar, basically.
Right.
It was just sort of obvious. So I would pick up tapes here and there, and then once I got to junior high school, I went to Poly Prep, which is out in Bay
Yeah.
Ridge. Kids would have tapes like the Slick Rick tape. We would trade tapes, etc. Sort of was aware of it on the radio, wasn't getting as much of it on the radio, was more getting it through tape trades. And then finally in high school, I started meeting people who had Public Enemy cassette, who had
And you in the
Daylight.
city, so you
Right,
you-
you're just out. Like
Right.
it's more in the air.
Right.
Because it's not in the air in Sheepshead Bay.
Right.
And it's not in there. I moved to Mill Basin after 9th grade, and it's like for sure not in the
Not
air
there,
in
right.
Mill Basin. Yo, peace to Mill Basin.
Yeah.
I think actually Mill Basin has changed a lot, and I think it probably is more in the air in Mill
Sure,
Basin now.
sure.
But
sure.
but in
I'm talking about
90
when you're coming up. When you're coming up,
Yeah,
because
no,
I mean,
but not-
it's how do you immerse yourself in this? And
it was all, I mean, it had to be very self-directed. I feel like most of the things in my career or personal taste have always been, I like this, no one around me like this. I like this, I need to figure out how to get more of it or get access to it. And then, like I said, finally in high school, I met kids who were into rap music, and then you're in the city and you're around it. But even, I mean, look, let's be honest. I graduated high school in 93. I mean, I think it was still a little in front of the curve for certain sets of white kids to really, really fuck with rap. I remember when I went back to visit my high school in like 95 or 96, and all of a sudden everybody had baggy jeans. And I was like, yo, like, because I was.
Tommy Hill.
Yeah, it was
Tommy Hill.
It was crazy. And I had no idea when that happened in those 2 years, like between when I left high school, left for college, and then when I came back to visit.
Now, did you feel in a sense kind of betrayed that your passion, the thing that you were in love with, this genre, when you came back to visit your high school, that everybody was now
of course.
in love with it? Yeah.
I was like, fuck these kids.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't know.